Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. The issue of Soludo is not over yet. A lot of persons were seriously very happy over his winning the Anambra. The fact they called him the governor-elect. It looks like it all may not be too well over that section because court have decided to rule on suit seeking Soludo's disqualification. Already. I hope that Imo State will not play out again in Anambra State. That will be one too many. Well, before going to the news proper to find out exactly what is the case, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. And in another news, very quickly, Masob also have sent a warning to Andoba. Let's go straight into the news. When the Federal High Court Abuja yesterday fixed November 30 for judgment in a suit challenging the qualification of Governor-elect and Deputy Governor-elect Charles Soludo and Onyeka Ibezim for the November 6 Anambra State gubernatorial election. Justice Taiwo picked the date after lawyers to the case made their final submission. The plaintiffs, Adindu Valentine and Ekwedike Chukwuebuka are claiming that Soludo provided false information in the affidavit form EC9 that he submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and thus should be deemed unqualified to stand for election. In a suit marked FHC/ABJ/CS/711/2021, the applicant contended that Soludo indicated in the affidavit that he was contesting in Agwata 2 constituency seat when in fact he was contesting the Anambra governorship seat. Defendants in the suit are INEC, the All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, Soludo and Ibezim. In their final submission, the plaintiff lawyers A.O. Ijere and Kelvin Okoko argued that having indicated the wrong seat he was contesting, Soludo supplied INEC with false information, violated the extant legal provisions and ought to be disqualified. As against the contention by lawyers to the second to fourth defendant, Ijeri argued that his clients have established that there was a cause of action and that the court has jurisdiction to determine the cause, or rather, has jurisdiction to the case, rather. Counsel to APGA, Soludo Onyechi Ikpezu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, SAN, argued that the suit was without merit, adding that the court lacked jurisdiction to entertain it. He argued that an error in an affidavit cannot be a basis to disqualify a candidate from election, noting that the false information contemplated in Section 31 of the Electoral Act was criminal in nature. He maintained that the false information claimed by the plaintiff was not among the grounds stated in the Constitution for the disqualification of a candidate. Lawyer to INEC Bashir Abubakar said his client did not file any process in the case and has elected to leave the decision at the discretion of the court. This is really very serious and it's getting out of hand. Of course, Masob have also decided to react very quickly to this matter as the political tussle in the just concluded Anambra State governorship elections deepen. The movement for the actualization for Biafra, sovereign state of Biafra, Masob has called on the candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC), that's Andoba, who lost in the election, to accept the outcome and support the winner for the greater interest of the people. The pro-Biafran group made a call in a statement titled "Don't Heat Up Anambra State Now," Masob tells election losers, and issued by its National Director of Information, Edison Samuel. Well, it was also reported that Andoba had rejected the election result that produced the candidate of the All Progressive Grand Alliance (APGA), Professor Charles Soludo, as the governor-elect of Anambra State. Approaching the court for litigation, Oba vowed to upturn the declaration of Soludo as the winner of the election by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Reacting to the development, Masob warned Oba and those considering litigation to think twice noting that their lawyers would always give them hope of winning through court, not because of material evidence, but because of their personal interest. The statement read, "Masop commends the people and other residents of Anambra State for adhering to its directive that the election will hold without danger and defied all threat by coming out to vote. Masop wishes to thank all our members in Anambra State who participated in the election. We also commend the Independent National Electoral Commission for heeding our encouragement and directives in conducting the governorship election in Anambra State." It added, "Masop wishes to advise other contestants that lost in the Anambra State governorship election to think twice before approaching court. They should know that their lawyers will always give them hope of winning through the court because of their personal interest." Well, a lot of Nigerians have reacted very quickly. We're going to take cross-section of what Nigerians are saying. This is really, do we need to go through this part of Supreme Court before we know it, we get to the level of Supreme Court? But let's feel the pulse of Nigerians very quickly. This one here is saying, "You see, Igbo people, you are the causes of your own problem. You people are now inviting Hausa, Fulani to destroy your people because of politics. Shame on you. Why going to court?" Well, I think it's a case of, Andy Uba had it once and he lost it too. I think it's 17 days thereabout as a governor. The second time again, I guess it's one too many for him. But honestly, I think this can be settled as brothers. It's just an election. It's not a do or die affair. Of course, let's find out what Nigerians are saying. This one here is saying, "I hope a repeat of Imo experience is not loading Anambra. PDP candidates should please proceed to the tribunal just in case." This one here is saying, "No way for APC in Anambra State, no matter what they do." This one here is saying, "Those that are seeking Soludo's disqualification in court are wasting their time. The people of Anambra State have decided, and that is all." This one here is saying, "Really, Igbos are the problem Southeast is having." This one here is saying, "Why are you calling our names?" Well, it's not a case. I think one of the unique thing about Ndibos, Ndara Apawo Uburu. I don't know what it's trying to write, but let me quickly say this before I go through the comment sections again. One thing about the Ndibos, they are a people that you cannot bend. When they have their opinion, they air it. They don't care whose air is being God. They don't even care if it will spoil a lot of things. All they want is justice. They want equity. Even if it's their brother, honestly, they are ready to bring down their brother if it is not giving them justice. Is that wonderful? They don't really care per se. They don't play ethnic card per se. But what they look at is, what is it going to, generally, is it for the good of all, or is it for the good just your family and your pocket? If it's your family and pocket, well, I guess your people, the family and pocket may come out, but the generality of Ndibos will come out and bring it down. I think that's why you find it a bit difficult for the governors, southeastern governors, and political elite. It's finding it very difficult to control the average Igbo man, because the average Igbo man have his opinion and he will air it in as much as it is within the ambience of the law. And that's why it's a bit difficult to box them up. Even in business, they have a drive. That's the word, drive. That drive is what keeps them on in every sphere of their life. Let's visit that comment section. What's your take on what is